Yell at me.
Now's the time for our speaker spot. You never know. There might be a chance I could get us all out early today. All right. Our weekly speaker spot. Every week at Business at Breakfast, one of the members gets pulled out of the crowd with no knowledge in advance that they are due to speak. Bit like how I pulled Julie out to do a business tip since nobody was offering. I get to do this with the speakers as well. It does show us all that it can be simple if you're given a few instructions as to what it is you're to speak about. Today, I picked the wonderful Deb King. And she's on my radar because, well, no, co-host, yeah, Ab. All right, you're on my radar because I was thinking about you already this week, and then you showed up in my emails in regards to being over at Grand Connections tomorrow. And then, of course, you must have heard all of this, and then you've rocked up over here. So we have been networking buddies on and off for quite a while. I run groups, you run groups. It's kind of nice to have another, group leader around or speaker around as well. So it's good to have you back out today. Here's what I want you to do, Deb. I want you to do your elevator pitch again. And inside
Yep.
that elevator pitch, just round about whatever it was. Inside that elevator pitch, tell us the thing that you sell, right? Or the main thing, your favorite thing, something like that. And then the quick history of you to that thing. How did you come about selling or teaching that thing? That's it. So you elevator pitch with the thing in it, and then the history of you to that thing. Why do you believe in it so much, or how did you come about selling it? Stop
Okay.
talking. We will have questions.
Great. Fantastic. Thank you. So I am from Coach Training Campus and help coaches grow their business. The thing we sell is showing them how to develop their own signature model and premium package so that they serve their clients in a way that really gets results. And how I came about that is because I've been a coach for many years, since 2003. In 2020, wanted to follow my dream to live in Hawaii. 2020 happened, didn't get to do that, but I had lots of chats with my business partner who'd done very unique research in the coaching industry and worked out, sadly, only 1% of coaches are thriving in business, but she was able to work out what they do differently to everyone else. And I was like, oh my God, no one teaches this. We got to get this to more people. And I'd wished I'd known it my whole career. And so that's why we share this wisdom. It has continued to upgrade with AI and all those things, but it really, really helps coaches own their amazing value, make it visible to their clients, and helps them create far better success in their business that's very aligned.
Nice. So the coaches that teach the coaches, it's very clever, right? I mean, I say this about different industries all the time. I'll ask the question, let me go around. Helen Micallef. Accountants are really good at what?
Numbers and accounting.
Right. Yep, exactly. Accounting, numbers and accounting. Joanne Watson. Lawyers are really good at what?
Who are really good at what?
Lawyers.
Lawyers. Oh, they're good at the law and representing people.
Yes, exactly. So if I said coaches are really good at what? Can anyone tell me? Fiona, what's the answer to that? Coaches are really good at what?
Coaching their peoples to do cool things.
Right. So when it comes to selling, it's really funny that accountants teach accountants how to sell, but they're really good at accounting, but not necessarily sales. And that coaches teach coaches how to sell, but they're really good at coaching, but not selling. And lawyers teach lawyers how to sell, but lawyers good at lawyering, not selling. But I do like that in order to be really good at coaching and running a coaching business, you really do need help from coaches. Right? That's where you need the help from the person who's already done that stuff inside there. So I love that. So what does it cost to go through the Coach Campus Academy? Is that what it was called?
Coach Training Campus.
There you
Thank
go.
you. And we have a membership that is monthly, $550 US a month, a minimum of 3 months, or 5,000 US for the year. And it's very easy for someone to create a premium package and on one client make that return back and more. So we know most coaches are struggling, and we genuinely want to see them thriving, and we have a path for them.
Excellent. I love that. $1,500, 3 months, you should be good to go. Like that's the, get it done in learn to get it done in 3 months or take a year, right? But get it done. What I'm hearing is get it done fast.
Yeah, I mean, coaches typically spend years and years and years and still not clear on how to articulate their value.
Yeah.
And we 3 months is a short time in the big picture.
Yeah, but it's
not 24 hours. It's not an overnight silver bullet, but it's
correct.
it's not. It's
correct. But it's ironic, isn't it? So I did a diploma in life coaching, and inside that, and for life coaching, they say that change can be done in an instant. If you tell a client it'll take them 3 months to change, it will take them at least 3 months to change. But if you tell them it'll take them 5 minutes, then they'll believe you, and they'll take 5 minutes. And I say change can be done in like seconds. It's kind of like this, which is true, is imagine that you're driving down the road and you're happily just driving along, and then some dummy decides to come up really fast behind you, get around you, and then pull in front of you, and they go at half the speed. You have a few choices here. Do you ride their bumper bar? Do you put your hand on the horn? Do you drop right back and let them go? Or do you just change lanes and get out of his way? Right? And whatever it is, if you decide to change lanes, you'll do it in half a second. You just flick the blinker on and change to the side. And it doesn't matter if you're going faster than them to get going, or if but you're just out of their way. Or they're out of yours, right? And so it doesn't matter how fast you go, but in a second we change lanes. So that's because we changed our mind as to where we're going to be. So so that's what I'm hearing in regards to your coach training campus, is that you have the ability to teach them to, if you want it, you can do this fast, or you can do it over a longer period of time. The choice becomes yours, but it can be done pretty fast. And like I said, nothing's overnight, but because you've still got trial and error and learning on the other side. But the answers are there, and it's just a matter of practicing. All right, who's got some questions for Deb? Yep, Helen.
Hi, Deb.
Hi, Helen.
We spoke a long time ago.
I know. Yeah.
With the packages that you have, are they individual or group?
So if someone wanted to work with us one-on-one, it would be more. This is for group coaching that happens weekly, 90 minutes on a Tuesday morning Australian time. And it's a highly intimate, supportive environment.
How many people would there be in a group session?
Typically less than 10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's good. Thank you.
What sort of coaches?
We have worked with coaches of any modality, from very traditional, more HR, business, financial coaches, through to health coaches, through to naturopaths, homeopaths, through to really spiritual animal communicators, sound healers. It doesn't matter about their modality, because what we're teaching is actually a structure and principles and tools for them to put all their amazing wisdom into, where they can make that far more powerful and also get better results for their clients, because that's what's really clients are buying, is results, and most coaches have not been taught that. So it's specific stuff that it is really, I hate, game changing sounds cliche, but it actually is game changing,
right?
Yeah.
No, I get it. Disruptive, just call it disruptive.
I love that word.
I've decided to be the disruptor in all sales training. I'm going to disrupt traditional sales training.
Oh, you do, and I love that about you. And actually, we attract disruptors that want to transform the HR industry, the health industry, all those types of people. That's typically who we're attracting.
Nice, excellent. Yeah, so it's about the structure of how to get the stuff done, not so much the modality that they're into.
Correct. We assume, we typically attract people who are actually really good at what they do in their special sauce. We're not teaching them that. We're showing them the structure around how to do that more effectively.
The business stuff, or would it be the business stuff?
It is. I'm a reluctant admitter of we're business coaches, because I didn't really see myself as that until recently. And go, oh yeah, I'm a business coach for coaches, really.
Yeah,
it's a disruptive one, a different one than the typical. Yeah.
No, that's good. Kathy, where have you got your hand up?
Hi, Deb. Would it be
Hey.
fair to say that your title could be Coaches Coaching Coaches?
It would be fair.
And when you said a minute ago that many coaches are struggling now, what is the measure that you would draw that conclusion? How do you know coaches are struggling?
On a few reasons. My business partner did unique research a number of years ago where she spoke with hundreds of coaches and hundreds of clients, was actually able to work out only 1% of those coaches are thriving in their business. So thriving in their business in terms of making money, loving their work, having rave, clients that stay and rave, and all those types of measures. But there's actually statistics that are independent saying that less than 1% of coaches make over 100 grand a year. So I can get that research for you if that's what you're after.
No, not at all. I was just curious with the conclusion, and that's very interesting statistics. And it's awesome that they have you to help them change those numbers.
Thank you.
Thank you for that.
I ran an experiment way different to yours back in 2021 in regards to, I was curious from a coaching perspective, having been out networking for 2021, 5 years ago. So business at breakfast for over 5 years, right? Or for 5 years, but I'd been networking a lot longer than that. I'm around coaches all the time, I'm from the life coaching world and as well. And I know life coaches in particular, they're taught to charge maximum dollars or pro bono. And so pro bono for a testimonial. I'm going, well, that's not going to work in the sales world. If you get the testimonial, if someone finds out who that testimonial belongs to, the first question is going to be asked is, how much did it cost you? Oh, well, you see, I got it for free in that I gave a testimonial. So the coaching was what, no good? Or it was just no, it was really good. But then, okay, so you can't really use it, And so I would say to people, then why don't you charge less and just get paid versus all or nothing? And so I ran the experiment in 2021 of how many people can I help in 2021 for $20.21, and that became the coaching for a year. And of course the funny joke became, what's it going to be next year? Is it going up? Yes, it is. What's it going up to? Like, do I need to get in now? Yes, you do. It's going up next year. What's it going up to? $20.22. So, and I ended up coaching over 400 people that year, that first year. And the experiment I wanted to know was, does anyone want coaching? And will they swap $20 for it at all? And it was to do with sales coaching. But I mean, does anyone want coaching? Does anyone want help? Or is it all fairly in vain? Would someone swap $20 for it? And at the end of the year, is it possible that I end up with more money than every other coach that I see out? And year in and year out, like what do I charge? $35 an hour now, right? And I still end up with more than the majority. I coach a lot more than the majority, but I'm always seen as coaching. So I'm always training, I'm always coaching. But it's not on the coaching that you end up with more as well. It's kind of a bit like YouTube, Kathy. How do YouTubers make their money if it's not advertising? Because we talk about this on and off. Like, what is it? So I'll give you a hint. It's the merch, right?
Always the merch.
It's always the merch. And when you're seen doing your job, there's always going to be some sort of merch. It's a book, it's a something else, it's a something else, it's a different class. So so I suppose you get to teach that side of it. Is that kind of what you teach?
Well, we teach a little bit different, but I love your approach, Misty, and I love the whole idea of an experiment, right? Like when it comes to marketing, there's so many different strategies, and what's worked for someone else doesn't mean it'll keep working for them or work for some, and what happens is a lot of coaches keep going to more marketing programs, learning how to market, or learning another modality, thinking that's the thing that's going to help them with their business. But it's actually a different pathway that we teach in terms of how they unpack their unique intelligence, connect with their audience, and design solutions that actually get results. The results piece is the key. There's specific ways of tracking progress. Measuring progress is more motivating than actual results, and most coaches have not been taught this.
Isn't it just?
It's sort of like we help people turn into a butterfly.
Mm.
But when they become the butterfly, they embody that state and they forget what happened in the cocoon. So as a coach, it's up to us to really show that journey really powerfully for our clients to become raving fans, stay longer, refer more, all the things that help the business grow, right?
Yep.
Most coaches have not been taught that properly, and there's specific tools and structure, a word that many intuitive creative people avoid, but it gives more freedom and ease, and we've really uncovered the path that they can implement with quite an easy step-by-step process that absolutely will transform their clients' results and their own business results.
I love that. What to track and how to track. Like,
Mhm.
it's so important. Everything I do, it's all about tracking. People say, Missy, you were just a flurry of activity, do so much stuff. I promise you I do far less than anybody else. Far, far less. But I have a list. So I have certain things that all I have to do is just tick it off. And if you practice ticking it off every day, results are far greater than, lots of stuff on one day and then take all these days off. So I love that. Tracking is so very important. I love that you're giving that sort of structure. And Julie, you had your hand up for a bit.
Yeah, I did, because I guess another question for Deb. I don't know if it's really a question, but look, I've attended similar things to what you're doing, just under different umbrellas, I guess. And there's a lot of coaches that have various different pricing structures and models. And I'm trying a new one myself. I'm doing now a subscription module, because what I found from my previous clients is they don't quite get through my modules in the time frame, because they get bogged down in certain areas. So I'm just going, right, we just do a monthly thing and we'll just focus in on where we need to focus on within my syllabus. I attended, I've been studying human design, and I can't even remember his name now, but he's got this whole other module, which is like give away all this coaching for free, and then you sign them up to the big course, and that costs $4,000, which they took me through that process, which doesn't really suit me, because I model my coaching around other things as well. So how do you take that into account, the actual person and the way they mold coaching into their lives? And is that a good question?
It's a great question, and very happy to have a one-to-one with you, Julie, and understand more about what you're wanting. I think one of the things with us is we do have the intimate group, so we're very personalized, and we are big believers on doing what's aligned for you. So if someone hates doing social media, don't do it, right? Do the things that light you up, and find the people the way that it makes sense to you. And for each of us, we're all individual, and we have different passions and skills and desires. And it's so important that we create a business that's aligned for us, because I think otherwise we just create a job we hate, right? That doesn't pay very well. So it's so important. And so anything's possible in terms of when you really tap into what's right for you. And what's beautiful is the more you follow that, the more likely the flow and success will happen. So it's when we try to fit in all these experts saying you have to do it this way or this way, that's when most people lose their energy and go down just a bit of what we call an endless struggle vortex.
An endless struggle vortex.
Write that down. Endless struggle.
I know what that feels like.
Yeah, they're either jumping on the false hope highway or the endless struggle vortex.
I thought of the Peter Drucker line when you said, don't do what you hate. He says, there is nothing more useless than becoming good at that which you should not be. So don't do what you hate. That's funny. I think we're up to about day 75 today. I'll be doing a 90-day elevator pitch challenge. If anyone can do a 2-week one or a 5-day one, 90 days. What can you learn in 90 days? It's not actually it's about doing the elevator pitch every day for 90 days, but it's kind of not. There's something that will fall into play over those 90 days. So I've got one girl in the group who she's real ADHD type, and 10 days in, and his group of 18 of us on a messenger. 10 days in, she says, okay, so this is so easy. I'm so bored with it. What else can we do, Misty? And I said, good, get used to the boredom. You've got 80 days to go. And then everyone else goes, yeah, okay, well, I'm not going to say I'm bored then. And and then at day 45, she writes and goes, holy cow, I've just learned something. I have never stuck with the same thing for 45 days in a row. And now I'm seeing why I haven't been able to achieve anything. So that was for her. I had another girl who she paid to be in, and within, and she owns a what is it called? Driving Miss Daisy. Very cute. You should just Google that and have a look at those cars. It's a companion driver here in Australia, companion driver, right? And so basically, this company is kind of like Ubers for our oldies. And so they only drive our seniors around who can't drive anymore, who need to get to and from doctor's appointments, whose, let's say, family members are kind of frustrated with the instruction they get from the the passenger. A bit like Hyacinth Bouquet, right? So from Keeping Up Appearances. So he's a companion driver, and we were at a convention earlier in the year. And she said, God, I have to be doing more social media. And I've gone, it's funny, I hear people say that all the time, but I'm a bit like you, Deb. If you don't like it, why do it, right? And then, so I was saying, but yours is easy. I mean, take a picture of your car, post it up on Facebook, and just say, where is the car? And see if anyone can spot the background, and then start to tell you, and then they're starting looking for it out around town, right? She was in the group for 1 week, and all she had to do, right, was write on a piece of paper. The first one was write on a piece of paper that said, Driving Miss Daisy, companion driver, and then in brackets write the starting price, right? Starts at $89. Right, take a picture of that, so it looks like a post note, and then put that picture on Facebook. That's it. Takes like 10 seconds, like literally 10 seconds. Write nothing with the post, right? Took her about 7 days, and she said, I can't do it. It's all too hard. Turns out she couldn't work out where the edit function was in the picture that she took. And as a result, she gave up the whole thing. Now, on the other side of that, it seems like, she gave up so easy. But I've gone, well, now you know why you don't post. It's because you can't work out the picture part. And that's why you don't post. So it's got nothing to do with what you should and shouldn't be doing. It's or whether you want to or not. But on the other side of it, we have discovered, so she's been out for 70 days. The other side of it was I said to her, but you have 4 cars. Why do you need social media? If you have that many people asking for a lift that you had to buy 4 cars to cover it, then why do you need social media? And now she's been able to drop the whole idea of what everybody else tells her she needs.
Yes.
So I like that thing behind you is, hey, yes, individually you're going to find out, what suits you and what doesn't. But if you hate it, we're not going to do that then. I write down with people, what are the different ways you can advertise? Not that you are, but you could. And we can cross out all the stuff that we don't want to do, because you don't need to be on, and it turns out there's 75 different platforms. You don't need to be on all of them. You need to be on a couple, maybe 1 or 2 or, 5, but you don't need everything. And you'll find you get more than what you need if you concentrate in the small space.
100%. The more we focus in, the more time we've got to dedicate. When I tried to do all Facebook and LinkedIn, I'm split energy. Whereas when I go, it's really amazing. But you've said so much gold in that, Misty, as well, in terms of being willing to do the thing on repeat, and it gets boring. That's what some of the most successful entrepreneurs have done. They've just been willing to keep repeating something boring, right?
It works already. So
keep doing what works rather than keep wanting to innovate and change it. And the other piece of what it really takes for us to take action, and we talk a lot about this in our group coaching, about micro actions, because it's the tiniest step that we can take. And when we take that, that's motivating to take the next step. So an example would be a coach that worked with some women who'd never done a triathlon, and was getting them to do that. And the first step was to actually go look at swimwear, not even try it on, not buy it, not to, just look. And then like, so it's like these, the tiniest little steps. And it makes a huge difference for creating momentum and success. So
yeah, I like that. Back in 2017, when I started as a TEDx volunteer, there was a woman who got up to speak at that convention, the Canberra convention that year. And she's a doctor of nursing, like she's the highest grade nurse on the planet, at least in Australia anyway. And what she does with her nurses through her nurse training is, like, let's say she said, we'll do the topic on losing weight, right? How do you help a person lose weight? So how do I help the doctors teach them how to lose weight? And then it comes about, like, you just get them to go up and go for a walk around, like get them to move more will be what the students will say. And she said, all right, so let's say someone's 100 kilos overweight, right? Or 100 kilos, or yeah, let's say 80 kilos overweight, right? Which is 40 pound, I think, 40, 50 pounds overweight, right? She goes and gets what's called a bariatric costume that's 50 pounds, so 80 kilos, right? And she says, you get to wear that for the week. Come back and tell us what you've learned. And they have to wear that. And it doesn't matter what the weather is. They have to wear it everywhere they go. They're not allowed to take it off for an entire week. And they have to be around other people's looks and stares, and they have to be around just everything, sweating all the time and just whatever it is. And she said, what have you learned from this? And they said, more than anything else, I can't even find my feet to put my shoes on. Right. And you're saying walk around the block. What is wrong with you? And so that's how she teaches. She makes them the client, and they have to be the client for a week. And you go, oh, wow. And that was a TED talk. And I'm going, now there's an idea worth sharing.
yeah.
If you have, it's so you really become the client. Is if you don't like it, we'll find a new way then, something that suits in with you, because if it was me and I didn't want to do it, where am I going with that? So excellent. Thank you so much, Deb, for being our speaker today and being pulled out of the crowd.
Thank
Deb
you.
is speaking at Grand Connections tomorrow, so pop that link into the chat box. 9:30 for Australia tomorrow, which is, in American terms, EST time would be 7:30 at night. Goes for an hour.
I did include it in my little post higher up in the
Alright.
chat, but I can do it. And it's not so much, I am hosting, but it's very much a connection event, where a bit more networking in
Nice.
terms of connecting with other beautiful coaches. Very uplifting,
There you
this
go.
platform.
You're hosting an event. So there you go. That's really cool. So we can see what it's like to be in a group where it's hosted by you. So that's very cool as well. So thank you for being our speaker, audience. Thanks for participating in the conversation. It was good to find out more in depth, Deb, what it is you do and how you go about doing that as well. Yeah, thank you so much.